Oh, hello there. Didn't see you there. How you doing? Today's video is a different one. Um, it's gonna be Mathematics 101. Um, and what I'm going to be doing for an equation today, the name is going to be big platform plus voice of reason equals deleted. Big platform plus voice of reason equals deleted. So you can be like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about when a human being is a good person and they get a big platform, they get put up on a pedestal where others can listen to them and hear what they have to say, and they come with a voice of reason to bring people together, they tend to get deleted. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's look at some prominent examples really quick. Martin Luther King Jr., rest in peace to a legend, okay? He logically presented arguments to end racism, slavery, and division. He was single handedly bringing many people together. That was dismantling the Matrix. Agent Smith did not like Neo one bit. They were afraid of what might happen if MLK Jr. was allowed to continue to speak. So what happened? Somebody took him out. And if you think it was just some crazy person who's like, I don't like Martin Luther King, I'm going to shoot him. Bro, that's low IQ. Stop it. Somebody was paid handsomely to take him out. Somebody who, and these people are usually quite good shooters, okay? This was a hit piece. This was a hit job. Plain and simple. Go down the rabbit hole. You're going to find it. Don't take my word for it. Go do your research. Okay? Next person. JFK. Rest in peace to another legend. He refused to allow our very own government to go through with Operation Northwood, dealing with these false flags and such things. They wanted to fabricate a series of attacks on America in order to rationalize an invasion and a war with Cubans. If you've ever heard of the Cuban Missile Crisis, okay? So they went to him and they were like, yo, can we pretend that like Cubans are doing stuff wrong so we can invade them and take their land, territory, money, and all the things that are worth money? And he's like, no, that's morally wrong. And they were like, okay, bet. And then they fucking killed him. You know what I'm saying, dude? These people are tapped. They're tapped, bro. Anyways, the Cuban Missile Crisis. He shut it down. He shut it all down. He shut down evil right in their faces. He said, I'm not doing that. Hell no, that's not how America's going to be stepping, especially when I'm president. They didn't like that one bit. Okay? So, it's clear that we play for different teams. You're either on the side of light or you're on the side of darkness. Choose the side wisely and don't get caught in the fucking crossfires by not choosing a side, because you're going to be right here in the middle. Here's the good side, here's the bad side, here's you in the middle. I want to play sides of both sides. I don't want to take some boom, 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 boom. This side shooting at that side shooting at that side. You're right in the middle. What do you think's going to happen, bro? Hypothetically, and I don't even mean literally. I don't mean literal bullets. I mean, I'm using it as an example. You feel me? But anyways, we play for different teams, and you cannot serve two masters. So you know which master these people serve. Um, anyways, that's two examples. And it's funny because this is as we're going throughout history, right? And it leads me to the day, a modern day example of what happened. Charlie Kirk, rest in peace to a legend. Rest in peace to somebody who was so brave to speak the truth in a world of lies. Somebody who got assassinated after getting character assassinated, after being lied upon. You know what I mean? Charlie used rather eloquent speech to stand up for morality, God, consciousness, unity, camaraderie, and the big one, logic. I think that was the big threat, is he was getting younger kids to start to use logic instead of just being pulled to the far left or the far right and being like, we hate each other, let's kill each other. And then all the people who set up all that stuff to make us hate each other are like, oh, let's enjoy the show. Let's enjoy it. Sickos, dude. They're sickos. You know what I mean? And he was bringing people together and waking them up. They did not like that, dude. No, they didn't like that. I'm not even going to get into the Israel thing because I don't know if it was that. It was somebody, though. It was somebody who didn't like what he was doing, whether it was the audits about the money going missing in turning point, or whether it was something completely different. I know it came from bad intentions, obviously. That's what happens, you know? His speeches and debates were literally waking millions of students up before the New Age college indoctrination could do its trick again and again and again. People started using logic, reasoning, deductive reasoning, common sense, and putting facts over feelings. They didn't like that, not one bit. They knew damn well that at this rate, the revolution was going to overtake the liberal hive mind. Logic was yet again overtaking emotion, and purely emotional reactions were being thwarted by asking simple questions. In a world of lies, the truth is often stranger than fiction. Charlie Kirk led millions to using the rational side of our brains again. He also led millions to Christ. He would say things like, abortion is murder. Sounds pretty self-explanatory to me, but talk to somebody else, they might have a problem with that statement. DEI stinks. We should have the best pilots, not a pilot of color who got in just because he's different. So if it's a black pilot, that's great. But I hope y'all hired him because he's a really good fucking pilot. I hope you didn't hire him because you fucking feel bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get millions of people killed on those planes. Do you get it? And it's not even that. It's all the other jobs too. He just used that as an example. Putting God first. Oh, okay. What's so bad about that? About obeying the 10 Commandments, about not killing people, you know? And then what happened when he said put God first? Somebody who doesn't put God first took him out. Obvious, dude. America first. We should put America first, and then we can help other nations and other countries. But we have a big shitstorm here in America, and we should work on that first. Brilliant. Pretty basic, right? But these were controversial topics somehow. These were big controversies. How are they controversies? It's logic, reason. It's rational. It's completely rational to understand these things, you know? He preached morals. A man of good character is above a man in a position of power. Things like that. Peaceful debating with respect. I never saw a video of him punching somebody in the face or saying, I hate the left, I'm going to hurt you, you know? He just used his voice. He used his throat chakra, and y'all killed him for it. You can twist it any way you want and paint him to be a racist. No, he was killed because he was using a voice, and y'all didn't like what was coming out of that voice. Plain and simple. You know, and this is what happens. Now, I'm not trying to divide this or saying, oh, I'm somebody from the right. I am a registered independent saying these things, okay? I see the good on the left. I see the bad on the left. I see the good on the right. And trust me, I do see the bad on the right, too. I'm not blinded by that, you know? But here's why I think the rulers of darkness deleted him in Grand Theft Auto, okay? He made people use logic, deductive reasoning, etc. He brought so many people to God. Evil really hates that. The devil does not like that. He wants souls for him, not for the kingdom of light. Okay? He was a man of morals. He led by example. He had his huge platform. Like, this is what I mean when I said he had a huge platform. Is me, I'm a nobody right now, you know? This video is going to get 10 views or whatever, you know? It's not a big deal. I'm not a big threat to these people. But if I had the same voice and reasoning and I went at it the same way Charlie did, but I also had this big platform where people were actually listening to me, thousands, millions, the masses, right? Now I'm on their fucking radar. Now I'm a problem. Now they have to do an action to carry it out to delete me. You get it? You get it? He had that platform and he had the voice of reason, which equals deletion. That's it. You know, and Andrew Tate said it good, even though I don't know. I liked Andrew in the beginning. He's a Muslim. I don't hate Muslims. I don't understand how you can be that intellectual as Andrew Tate and go, oh, Islam's the right choice. I just don't get it. No disrespect, bro. But, you know, in the beginning, he said they'll do a 3-step thing. They'll try to tarnish and ruin your name. They'll throw you in jail or prison. And if you still aren't scared and you don't shut the fuck up, then number 3 comes, which is death, attempted homicide or actual homicide. You know what I'm saying? So also they disliked Charlie Kirk anyways. They disliked him for his global reach and online presence. Okay? He was speaking out against various evils of this world. If I do all of these things, I am still no threat to these people. This is because I do not have one big thing that Charlie had. A huge platform. Everyone knew about him. He reached a big audience, both far and wide. To me, it is so sad that evil operates this way. They didn't try to scare these public figures into compliance. They just got rid of the problem. They have no respect for human life. Remember, also, these are the same people who think abortion isn't murder. So they think that killing Charlie isn't a bad thing. Do you get how the mind can get construed and twisted so far off to one side or the other? Remember, there are two different teams. There's the kingdom of God and the kingdom of Satan. There's the kingdom of light and the kingdom of darkness. Pick a side, or unfortunately, you may get caught in the crossfire. Oh, I guess that's the end of the video. But that's all I got. It's a little bit of a different one. I'll be writing some more ideas today, and I'll be coming out with new videos. Thank you guys for stopping by. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and live lavishly, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, I love you all. Peace.